Hello, I'm Fried Console. This is AIPD, Artificial Intelligent Police Department. It's a twin stick shooter with a terrible name. AIPD is like that terrible movie RIPD, but less Jeff Daniels in this. This is actually a pretty good game. I like it a lot. It's a it's not the best twin stick shooter on PlayStation 4, but it does a lot of things that are kind of unique and it's kind of interesting. It's got a good look to it, some good music. It could do more. There's not a lot of variety in it, but it's not bad. If you're watching this video because it's on sale for $1, I would buy it for $1. Right now it's like $12, kind of pricey for this. You probably should go for the one of the other better ones, Super Stardust or Geometry Wars 3 if you haven't played those yet. Those games are much better than this, but it's still a lot of fun and does some unique things if you're really burned out on the existing twin stick shooters on PlayStation 4. So let's get into it. Let's just go over the how to play real quick so you guys see. It's standard twin stick shooter. There's one button for the super button and another one for pickup. Kind of see here that there's a health bar, and then one of the things it does unique is that you can't just keep firing. It actually with the weapon will overheat. So you got some weapons, standard weapons. Here are some of the pickups and super weapons you have. Here's how here's some of the enemies. So that's the gist of it. Let's get into it. I'm talking too long. I haven't been playing. There's 5 modes here. There's not much difference between the 5 modes. I mean, you kind of see here minimal rule set. It just kind of adds a couple of rules to it. It doesn't really do much. There's a design mode here. You can kind of like start off with these different events that happen. So you'll see in between levels that you pick an event, and so it kind of adds the multiplier. So you're constantly adding events and different things that can go that hurt you. So you can pick different weapons. I've unlocked 2 weapons. Let's just do standard Gatling, and I'll try to. Oops, I didn't really select it. That interface is like something from Windows. I don't know why. Pointer interfaces are terrible. I have to hold down the right trigger to shoot. That's because your weapon will overheat. As we mentioned before, that right thing, the right bar, or the red bar is overheating. So you can see I just overheated the weapon and it stopped shooting. So I don't have any pickups yet. Oops. Get a pickup here. It feels really good. It's fast and the controls feel really good. So I'm gonna use one of my super weapons. Boom. That was like a little missiles. You can see missiles came out. Just an indicator that see that number 3. That's how much super weapon I have left. Basically, you kill all the enemies and you move to the next phase. So you can see here we get pick these 2 things are kind of hard to decipher, but both of them are bad. And they continue for each stage after, so it's not just one stage that this happens. So it's multiple stages. It keeps going. You keep holding on to this bad thing that's going to happen. So let's have them fire bigger projectiles. Sometimes it'll give you a choice between a worse one and a better one, and the multiplier will be different for it. But on that one, it was the same. So some things change things a lot. Some not so much. I don't understand everything that it's given me as a choice yet, even though I've been playing this game for about an hour. But it doesn't seem to matter all that much. They could use more. I think I've seen pretty much all the enemies at this point. They just kind of get more powerful, and a lot more of them as the stages progress. Not sure what the pickups. I think this is just points to pick up things. These little triangles to pickups. I mean, that's not. Oh, we got a choice between here: static charge, drones, briefly disable players' side weapons, impact. Transporters are protected by shielders. I don't know what shielders are and transporters are, but so I'll stick with this. You can see that they're getting a little bit faster. I'm gonna use a super weapon here. Use so R3 or the X does the other pickup. I press in, what do I do? I forgot which one I had. Some of the pickups are much more, and the super weapons are much more useful than others. Let's see what we got here. Moving on. Cruisers and Arc's body shielder. Interceptors dropped a timed explosive on death. That sounds pretty bad. Let's go with this. I mean, it's got a good look. You know, it could use more environments. You know, it's the same circle environment every stage. I haven't seen any boss battles. I don't think there is any. You know, I think it just goes on continuously. I mean, it seems to give you a good choice of difficulty, so that's important. But, you know, won't set the world on fire here, but it's a really good shooter, and there's much worse shooters out there. You know, you can look at my uploads, and look at Metacube, or was it Master Cube? That's a really terrible shooter. I'm gonna play out this game here. Super weapon transporters drop mine and carpets. Player leaks multipliers. I don't know how it what is it, leak multipliers constantly? I don't know what that means. Yeah, it could do a little more explanation of what's going on. Oh, do I have a super weapon here? No. Ah. Sometimes it's got a little too much on screen. Hard to tell what's going on here. Right now I know I'm not doing well. It's not the most claustrophobic twin stick shooter. I mean, I think a little more room would do a little better. The ship is pretty huge for the screen, but it works. Oh, I could have used that shield. These power-ups are not staying very long. Moving on. Virus battleship regularly deploy harmful EMP virus pickups. Drones are faster. I don't want them to be faster. So all these horrible things are happening that I get to choose, continue on each wave. So everything I've picked is still going on right now. Oh, is that a shield? Yeah, take a shield. Oops. What does that do? Oh, is that a pickup that just disables my weapon for a while? That's not useful. Okay, gotcha. That's probably one of the decisions I made for that to happen. I think the decision making really. I lost my weapon again. Adds a lot to it. It's kind of an interesting concept. I wish they would give you a little more explanation. Grapplers are cloaked unless attacking. Interceptor drops timed explosives on that. I don't know. So it's kind of interesting that you're continuously choosing horrible things. It adds to the, you know, ramps up the difficulty as you go through the stages, so it's interesting. Almost dead. I'm probably not going to make it past this stage. No, it doesn't help that I keep picking up that no weapon thing. There's a shield in there. Power that up because I'm not going to. Yep, I wasted that. Whoops, that's it for me. Got a new unlock. So it unlocks different new weapons you can start off with. But I think I've shown pretty much the game. Like I said before, the different modes don't really change much, but yeah. It's an interesting game. I like it a lot. I would recommend it, especially if it's like $1 in a flash sale. This is AIPD. It's a terrible name, but a good game. I'm Pride Console. Thanks for watching. Bye.